Welcome everyone. Here comes one of my most favorite ways to work out, that is modifying some of the exercises to become cardio. So having a cardio high impact or low high impact and some toning or strength exercises to kind of do the fat burning and at the same time do the strength training. And we're starting straight away, if you haven't yet, with running on the spot, very low knee. You can do this low impact or high impact. So if you want to pick up the pace a bit, jump from left to right, really do some runnings with them high knees. Or if you just woke up, you can also do some marching on the spot and just keep this low impact. Whatever you do, try to warm up a bit. I want you to raise your heart rate a bit and get your body temperature up so our muscles are prepared for the rest of the workout. And here we go. Warming up those glutes a bit, come into a wide stance. Feet are pointing out, kneecaps are pointing towards the second and third toe. Then get low and shift the upper body left and right. Those arms are supposed to give you direction, and so you can open your shoulder girdle. I would like you to rotate those arms out so that your palms are facing towards the ceiling or sky. And so the direction you're taking with the upper body is following your pinky fingers to the sides. Well, you can see that very well here from the side or from the front. While your hips stay as low as you can and stay where they are. So those knees are not moving, your knees aren't shifting, it's just the upper body. Fantastic. Now let's stretch a bit because we need to have our hamstrings relaxed. Little doggy coming in from the right here. So let's stay with the feet parallel, heels outer edges of your feet and the big toe mount grounded into the floor, fold forward. Then release your upper body forward, relax your spine, relax your head. If you want, you can suck your navel in a little bit. This is a lot of core training, so we're gonna need those abs. And then simply bend those knees and stretch those legs again. You can inhale when you bend, exhale when you stretch out, or simply keep breathing. Remember to relax the shoulders, relax your head, and make this a really nice warming up and mobility training for the whole back line here. So after this letting go, we're gonna bring the tone back. Here are the side crunches. First of all, stay on your left leg and then crunch this right side in. So this is a balance pose. We've been doing this already in the balance challenge. So try again to stretch out your right leg in the air and the arms the opposite side, and then crunch it all together in the air and extend again. Upper body leaning sideways, so we're really focusing here on the side abs, the oblique muscles, and stay as long as you can. So as you can see, this is not really a crunch, you're not C-shaping, you're staying in this long straight line, because just the fact that you're leaning over is already engaging the obliques. I think you felt it. So shake it out a bit, 5 more seconds until we're starting the other side, always 45 seconds. And then start again, yes, wobbling is allowed. Right side stays on the floor, left side is crunching in and extending. So make this a really long movement, just like when you're getting up in the morning and you want to stretch everything out, you're elongating whatever you can. Make this a very long extension and then contract the knee and your hands or elbows together. 45 seconds is just the perfect anaerobic, so perfect for toning and for strength training, burning a maximum of sugars here. Perfect for cardio and HIIT training as well. So here we go. This is a little bit more high intensity. Right leg is stepping out, left leg is bending. And you want to pick up the pace a little bit if you want to work your cardio harder. If you do want to work your strength harder, then you can dip as low and sit as low as you can really working on your glutes here. If you want to go a little bit more cardio, you can just pick up the pace, go a little bit faster, and maybe even bounce on that standing leg if you're feeling like it. Remember, whenever we're running, or here in that case just stepping out, to move the shoulder girdle contralaterally, and this movement of the shoulder girdle diagonally to those hips will engage your core and work your abdominal muscles. It's more like a trick. You don't really feel the core working, but you might feel it tomorrow because of all these rotations. The obliques work really, really hard. Next one, 45 seconds the other side. Left side is stepping out, and bend as much as you can on that right leg. So the standing leg is working the glutes, the thighs. The swinging leg or the stepping out leg is not really working here. So the focus is on the standing leg. And next thing that's working is, of course, the shoulder girdle, and thus your core muscles and your diagonal oblique muscles. Stay upright though. Keep a long spine. No compressed line. A spine likes to rotate, so stay long. Wonderful. Here we come. We're picking up the cardio every bit by bit. We're not at the top yet. There's going to be a showdown shortly coming. So we're starting on the left side, toes and kneecap slightly turned out, and then crunch those legs in, crunch in, crunch in. This is a contraction in the air, explosive movement, hands and knees to get there. Very good. So what I like to do is like crunch in, crunch out, crunch in, crunch out. This is a very explosive, quick movement, bring the hands, the knees together, and then shooting it all back out again. So shoot in, shoot out. This also helps with balance, because this is a big movement. Usually it would kick you out of balance, but if you go fast, try it, it works a lot better. Wiggle and wobble and shake it out a bit. Then we're gonna try the other side. So let's get into position. Stay on the right leg, kneecap and toes pointing out slightly, and then crunch it in. Second time around, now try to lean over as much as possible to work your obliques, and then side crunch here into the side. This is not speeded up, so this is the original footage. There's no tweaking here with the timing, so I can't really go that fast. So I challenge you to do the same and go fast in, fast out, fast in, fast out. Shoot in, shoot out. And I bet this looks even better than I can do it. Make sure the straight leg or the standing leg is slightly bent, and keep your balance. Here we go. I promised you a little bit of a showdown. So here we come with the stance switches. Get into position, starting right now. Start in squat, and then jump up into a twist and get back into your parallel squat. Twist, squat, twist, squat, twist, squat. Arms are going diagonally, contralaterally, helping you to twist the lower body against the upper body. So just the hips are twisting, upper body stays front. Hips twist, hips twist. And I'm showing you from the side because you really do go low. So the butt goes as high as the knee or as low as the knee. So dip down in your squat, down in your squat, down in your squat. You're doing it perfectly. I did promise some cardio, so here's your cardio. And you did it. So we can come down on the floor. There's more cardio coming, but for now, let's have a Superman extension from plank position. Extend diagonally, arm and leg, shoot them out. So the sole extension of one leg and one arm is not that difficult, but doing it diagonally at the same time, that is really difficult. If this is too much for you, you can try on your elbows. You have a little bit more of a stance if you have the forearms on the ground, so you can try it in elbow plank, or just fight your way through like a real Superman and Superwoman here. 10 more seconds, let's try it, even if you need to go fast. Lift those arms and lift those legs as high as you can. This is one of my real favorites. They jump out in all fours. So we're starting in a bear position, like a plank with bent knees 90 degrees. And now jump out to the right side. And when you now jump over to the left, you're not jumping in the middle, you're like jumping over an imaginary box. So you're landing on the left side, land on the right side, land on the left side. There's no middle ground here. Imagine a box standing in the middle. And this is as if you would want to jump into a handstand. Don't worry if you can't. What we want to do here is work on the cardio. We're working our thighs a lot here, and of course the shoulder girdle and the core. So this is a great workout, great animal move. Just imagine this box here, so you have to pick those feet up. All right, let's get some rest. Grab a mat if you need to, or a cushion floor, a carpet or whatever, so you can lie on your back. Extend the arms and the legs, hands over the shoulders, feet over the hips, and now extend diagonally. We always work diagonally. That's just how we humans are built. We never do the same side. That's just too boring. So extend diagonally, arms and legs, without lifting your head or your shoulders. So it's not a crunch. It's more of a core central activation, strengthening the core by lengthening your levers out. Avoid to compress the lower back on the ground, so keep a little bit of an arch there. Shake it out and then roll over and come into an elbow plank. Here we go for plank saw. We're pushing forward from our ankles, so working those calves, and when you're pushing backwards, push those forearms forward so your body moves backwards. Now where's the challenge? The challenge is to not go into some kind of down dog or inverse V position and keep the hips as low as your shoulders. Don't compress in the shoulders, so the shoulders are not moving all the way towards the ears. Shoulder blades are sliding down your rib cage, so your shoulders are far away from your ears. Keep a very long neck. And do a few more times. If you need a break for your shoulders, wrists or elbows, just pause the video because we're continuing another plank position here. On the hands. Plank arm lift, not the legs this time. Just the arms lifting. So you can keep your hips firmly engaged, contract your center, pull the navel in, narrow your hip points, and then lift one arm after the other. If you want to, really contract your latissimus, that is, thumb is pointing up towards the ceiling or sky, and you can hover there for a little split second just to contract the latissimus a little bit more. Work those shoulders, work those arms. And then we have a little break for those shoulders. Because here we go again. This is the cardio and core. So here comes your cardio again. Your chance to burn a lot of calories and pick the heart rate up. Here we go. Start in the squat position. Really go as low as your knees with your hips. And then explode up and twist. And twist. And down and twist. And down and twist. And down and twist. And down and twist. Very good. You can keep those elbows bent. This will give you a little bit more of a momentum. Or if you're feeling adventurous, you can hit the arm out to the side. Like you want to hit something with the side of your hand on the side. Make it really powerful. We're having Superman and Superwoman, and this is a powerful superhero move as well. Enough rest for your shoulders, I hope. If not, you can always pause the video, remember. So, welcome back into plank position. We're doing the same knee twice. So the same knee comes forward twice. As knee, 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 and knee, knee, change, knee, knee, change, left, left, change, right, right, change, left. Very good. So you can do that 3 times or 4 times or just 2 times. The reason I'm doing it 2 times, it forces you to stay centered, and it forces you to keep those hip points parallel to the floor and not simply wibble and wobble around. Keep those elbows slightly bent, shoulders away from the ears, shoulder blades sliding down your rib cage as always. Just reminding you of some of these nice things here. Try one of these animal moves here. They're so much fun. They're not really hard, but they're cool to do. So we're starting in a bear position, so hovering the knees over the floor, 90 degrees bend. And then just try to turn around into crab position and do a barrel turn here. 360-degree turning around. Make sure to follow with the head. Always look where you're going, not to bump or run into anything or anyone. So you can go 2 or 3 times in one direction, depending on how much space you have, and then go 2 or 3 times into the other direction. You will figure it out how to do it. Just make sure that your knees stay more or less 90 degrees bent at all times. So we're going from crab into bear. Hope you enjoyed that. Here comes for more of an adventurous movement. We are superheroes again. You need a cushion mat to do this roll back and get up in lunge position. So we're rolling all the way onto the shoulders, breaking with the hands and then pushing forward and getting up into a deep lunge position on the knee and the foot. So you do want to have this wide stance, almost like a telemark position, like a landing position here. And then you're pushing those hips forward slightly as if you're going into a hip stretch. Little trick here, have 1 foot forward, 1 foot backwards when you're rolling backwards, and change every time. So not landing with the same foot forward every time. Hope you enjoyed that. If you want to repeat that one, just rewind the video. Otherwise, we're going over to the next adventure, side kick outs. Start in bear position again, so knees 90 degrees bend, and then open one arm up to the side and kick the opposite leg through. So right leg is kicking, left arm needs to open up. Right arm opens, left leg kicks, left arm opens, right leg kicks. The leg kicks all the way to the side, and if you want to, you just bend the elbow and bring the hand here to the side of your face. Making it look really nice and superhero-like. Did you get that? Contract your core. Still working our center muscles here, even though we're having so much fun. So I'm now gonna relax your brains a little bit. We can simply stay in a figure 4 stretch. All you need is some balance. So cross your right ankle over your left knee and then sit back and down. Make sure that the standing knee doesn't come too far forward. And if you want to work your back and your latissimus and the back of your shoulders a bit, extend those arms. Thumbs are pointing backwards, pinky fingers pointing forwards, and then push the tailbone back and down and the crown of your head forward and up. Straight long line. So this is a thigh workout and a glute workout for the standing leg, but for the one that's crossed, we have a piriformis, so a glute stretch going on here. Shake it all out before we do the other side. Shake, 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 move whatever you need. And then come on to the right leg. So the left ankle is crossing over the right knee. Push your hips back and down as you can, as down as the stretch will allow. And then again, you can pick those arms either to the sides, thumbs are pointing up, or extend the arms overhead. Make sure that your shoulders are sliding down. I need you to hold this balanced pose for a second. You might know this stretch from lying down, But hey, lying down, we already know how to do that. I want to challenge you in this balance stretch position a little bit. And release. Very nice. Both feet on the floor, both feet parallel, heels into the ground, big toe mound is grounding. Open the chest, hands connect behind the back, elbows bend, and then open the chest, lift those hands slightly up, and release back down. Make sure to open your chest, collarbones are smiling, so pulling away from each other. Broad shoulders, shoulder blades are floating down the rib cage. Long neck, lift the chin, lift the gaze, stand tall, stand proud. You did these 22 minutes of cardio and core, so you can be pretty proud of yourselves. You might feel this tomorrow, but for now, we're just stretching. And release down, shake the shoulders a little bit, make sure you're wobbly, and then come back into parallel position with those feet. Grab one hand and pull one hand all the way to the sides. Anchor your feet into the ground. So heels press into the ground, both heels pressing. And then lean over to one side. I like to turn my head to the side that I'm bending over to, but don't bend forward. So you're really just side leaning to release and stretch here these sides oblique that we've been working a lot. So congratulations, you made it. That was a very tough workout. I'm really proud of you, and I'll bet I'll see you next time.